circumstantial evidence, my dear. Circumstantial evidence. There was not enough circumstantial evidence. Circumstantial evidence. Everybody say it. Circumstantial evidence. Thank you very much. Now, as you recall, at the end of the last trial, there was not enough reasonable doubt to prove us guilty. So you need to be nice and leave me alone.
Oh, well, no proof, reasonable doubt,
Yes.
Circumstantial evidence. Ha! They found Miles Fawcett's chopped up and charred body buried in your cellar.
We are appealing this case on the grounds that the court erred in giving the following instructions to the jury at the request of the prosecution. The court instructs the jury as a matter of law that the doubt which the jury is allowed to retain on his own mind and under the influence of which he should frame a verdict of not guilty must be a reasonable one. A doubt produced by undue sensibility in the mind of any juror in view of the consequences of its verdict is not a reasonable doubt, and a juror is not allowed to create sources or materials of doubt by resorting to trivial or fanciful suppositions.
Welcome to the Ringel Mansion. Matthias Ringel was a German butcher, and he was here in Carson City, but he also had a cattle ranch out in the valley, and he raised his beef there, and then he sold it to the Lake Tahoe and also to Virginia City. He made a lot of his money in gold in Virginia City and in California. Marcella Coffey was from the East Coast. She came down around the Horn to San Francisco and then overland into Genoa to visit. She had two sisters there. She had nothing but disdain for Carson City, but she married Matthias anyway when he promised that he was going to build her a mansion fit for a queen.
To themselves. They know their place, and it isn't filling out about it. Leave it to the hands of the women. Sisters, unite! Stand together. Say no votes for women. Say no to suffrage. No votes for women.
Thank you very much, Miss Adams.
You're welcome.
New York is where I was raised, an upscale state, whereas my opponent, Mr. Adams, well, he was raised in the hayseed state of Vermont. Now, come on, good folks. Do you really want to be led around for another 4 years by a man who brought you boll weevils? I think not. Now, if I'm elected, I promise you a better mining, milling, and agriculture profit than this city has ever had. Now, my opponent's wife, Miss Adams, means no ill will. She is merely uneducated. So if you vote for me, remember it is a vote for the ladies. And I do love the ladies.
Remember?
Thank you, folks.
No votes for women!
Vote for C.C. Stevens.
Women belong in the home of the couch.